we get our kitty and we walk away. In the instance you rule that no, we are proceeding, our options would be to go off record as his counsel, and he would be without representation, it implies. Given the fact that...
Counsel only or counsel and attorneys?
Counsel and attorneys.
So, or you will no longer be representing him?
That's correct.
Yes, yes.
So that would be the hypothetical scenario that we'd find ourselves in if you decide that you're not willing to give us the additional time to come through prepare tomorrow. Again, I do want to stress the undertaking that we're making, which is that should you decide to rule to give us the additional time, whether Ms. van der Heere is here or not, we will be proceeding to argue. Whether you have received the papers or not from us, we will proceed to argue orally with or without the papers.
You say when?
Tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.
Should you decide to rule in our favor that we should go home and come back tomorrow prepared. Thanks, Chairman.
Thank you, thank you.
Ms. Missy, when you say off the record, you mean you withdraw as his legal team?
That's correct.
Would that go for Ms. van der Heere as well?
Those are the instructions that I received as well with regards to, so it would be the entire team.
Okay.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Oh, and there was...
There was another team yesterday.
Yeah. When she placed you on record, Ms. van der Heere, last time, she said there was another firm of attorneys as well. Are they present here, and do they also withdraw? Because it's not just the people that are sitting behind you, as we understood her.
Yes, I actually just realized right now that Mr. Madlanga is and his firm still is part of this team, so they would also withdraw from there. Can it be the entire team, all attorneys and counsel?
And that's your instruction from Mr. Madlanga?
Those are our instructions.
From Mr. Madlanga?
That's correct, hypothetically speaking.
Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Madlanga is not with you. Has there been a discussion with him? Because it's important that we don't end up with a situation where, if this eventuality that you're contemplating happens, that we don't end up with a situation where he comes to the commission and said, I never put myself off record. The team that was here on Monday were not speaking for me, and I hadn't spoken to Mr. Madlanga. So I think it's very important that we are clear about that.
I'm glad that you raised it, because that could potentially happen, hypothetically speaking. And with that being said, because these are instructions and engagements that we had with Mr. Madlanga, and Mr. Madlanga is not here in person, I suppose then, in fairness to him, he has not commented on that element. These are just instructions that the entire team would be off record. But I suppose in that instance would have to engage with him and consider his stance should we find ourselves in that position. I suppose there won't be a need for us to stand on further until we've had a ruling. It just gives an idea of where we potentially would be. And if that is the case, we'll engage him and inform the Commission of his position.
Yes, I think... Ms. Missy, this eventuality that you're contemplating, I think it's very important that we all are clear what it is you're saying. You are using language of off the record. My experience is counsel say, I'm withdrawing. I'm no longer on brief. I'm not counsel on brief in this matter. And I'm withdrawing because for their personal reasons or because that's the instruction from the client. So just so that there's no confusion, can we clearly understand you? You are saying in the event you do not get, I'm going to say your way, because that's what it is. If you don't get your way or Mr. Madlanga's way, you are saying to us your instruction from Mr. Madlanga is that the entire legal team, and I'm happy to leave aside Mr. Madlanga for now, you're saying your instruction is that the entire legal team, counsel and attorneys, including Mrs. van der Heere, you withdraw as counsel.
That's correct, Commissioner.
Okay,
That's
thank you.
correct.
Who is the senior attorney? This is something that that's so crucial that I think we should hear from the attorneys directly. Who is the senior of the attorneys? And can
That
you
would be Mr.
please,
Baloyi.
please come to the microphone and please state your name for the record
Thank you, Commissioner.
and your firm.
Yes, it's Mr. Baloyi with initial N from Baloyi Attorneys in Pretoria. Yes.
I asked if you also confirm that if our decision is that we proceed with Mr. Matlala's application, is your decision that you, as Mr. Matlala's attorneys of record, are withdrawing from representing him? If our decision is that we are proceeding, is that, do you confirm what counsel said?
Yes, I do confirm the submission made by the council.
You will be withdrawing, yeah. Perhaps, thank you very much, Mr. Baloyi. I think we've reached the stage where we should. Ms. Asim, I'm not sure that you would want to say something, but perhaps because this is not really your decision, if haven't we reached a stage where we should just indicate what we think?
Chair, there was
Or what I think, because I think our regulations and rules really say that process-related decisions are mine, and indeed all rulings that have gone out go out, even if signed by the Commission Secretary, they go out under my name. But of course, for practical reasons, I'm always assisted by my co-commissioners, but ultimately it's my decision.
Chair, there's
yes.
nothing that I can usefully say in response to the last
Yes,
submissions that have
yes.
been made about withdrawing, etc. So it's in the chair's hands.
Yes, thank you. I will address Mr. Matlala directly on this. Mr. Matlala, I just want to get an idea whether you two confirm that after your counsel or legal representatives were afforded an opportunity to consult with you, what was agreed upon is that if my direction is that we go ahead with your application, they will then withdraw as your legal representatives.
Thank you, Chair.
Can you please switch on both microphones? Yes, thank you.
Thank you, Chair. Chair, we had 3 scenarios, so I'm actually in the dark now because while I was having lunch, I didn't have enough time to conclude what we've been discussing, so we just came right straight here. So I do not know whether my legal counsel, what they are saying now is what comes from Mrs. van der Heever as instruction or not. So I'm actually in the dark. I don't know what to say.
So basically, you are not really party to what has been announced.
No, we've discussed the options, yes,
Okay.
but I haven't had the time to make up my own mind. So,
All right. Maybe the best is for me to announce the decision. Having considered everything that has been presented to the Commission, my decision is to go ahead to hear Mr. Matlala's application. That's the decision. Ms. Missy?
Chairperson, given the fact that Mr. Matlala, being our client, has now confirmed that he hadn't settled his mind because we labored under the impression that this is where we're standing and these are our instructions, given the fact that he's of the view that he feels confused now, he's no longer with us, will you please grant us an opportunity to then finalize and get the instructions so we don't have this situation again?
Ms. Missy, the withdrawal of counsel and legal representations is not, strictly speaking, a matter of instruction from client. It's ultimately a decision taken by the legal representatives. They choose on their own for whatever reasons that we have now reached a point where we can no longer represent our client. Therefore, we are withdrawing as legal representatives. I don't know whether you are now suggesting that it was not a properly considered decision. I'm not pushing you to
Yes, Chair.
to withdraw if you've suddenly become ambivalent about it.
Chair, remember we were operating under hypothetical instances. Now that we know definitively what your position is, I do believe that we ought to be given an opportunity to finalize if really that is, we're sticking to that position of walking away or not. As you've noted, that perhaps we might feel a bit ambivalent and would feel we want to continue. This is what we're simply requesting, Chair.
Ms. Missy, what's happening now is deeply problematic. I asked you directly, is it your instructions from Mr. Matlala? You said yes. That's deeply problematic. Whatever stand down you get to go and consult with him, I would like you to end on that note from me. It's deeply problematic what just happened now, and I hope you find a way to address it. Because what it suggests and represents is what you said in response to my direct questions, is that is not the true position given what Mr. Matlala is saying now. If you come back to say it was a misunderstanding in whatever form, that I'm prepared to grant you that, but it is deeply problematic that you have put family, those are your instructions from your client, and now you say, well, maybe we need to go and discuss. I want you to understand my concern about it.
If I may, Commissioner, I do understand your concern about it, and that's the reason why I specifically have asked if the chairperson of the commissioners could let us stand down, because I was laboring under the fact that those are our instructions. Now that he has intimated that he does not feel that he's on the same page with us and he does not understand, that implies that there's been a misunderstanding, and that's the reason why I would like for us to address this, so that when we come back before the commission, then we don't have this issue happening again. And to add over that, if you recall, this is a hypothetical situation that we're talking about. Now that you've made your ruling, that implies that we need to come back to the chairperson with a final decision of what are we going to do. Chairperson, I don't know if...
And as I said in my ruling, at this point, this is only about hearing Mr. Matlala's application. We have not reached the stage of the continuation of his testimony. That's where we are, just for clarity.
Thank you, Chair and Commissioners.
And Mr. Matlala, you are fortunate to have had lunch already. We are yet to have ours. No, I'm mentioning that because you said when you were having lunch earlier during the break that we had. Because it's 3 minutes before the lunch adjournment, maybe let's just take the lunch adjournment and resume at 2 p.m. And let's hear from you, Ms. Missy, at that point.
Thank you, Chair.
And I hope everything will have been clarified, and that one way or the other will then hear Mr. Matlala's application, whether you continue to represent him or whether he is moving it in person. Let's adjourn and resume at 2 p.m.